Hello again, friends. Our Monday edition of Southern Sports Focus. What do? We take a look at our Team of the Week, our Embarrassment of the Week, and we hand out some game balls. Now, Team of the Week this week. So, let me ask you, you heard this story before. School fires its coach in the midst of a horrible season. Interim coaches have to take over. A key part of the new staff is the son of a well-known football personality, and the first game an unlikely win. Now, no, I'm not talking about UCLA and their interim offense coordinator, Steve Neuheisel, the son of Rick Neuheisel. This week, I'm referring to UAB and their interim coach, Alex Mortensen, the son of late ESPN reporter Chris Mortensen. The Blazers said goodbye to head coach Trent Dilfer last week, and in his place, Alex Mortensen led his team to their first win over a ranked opponent since they beat BYU in the 2021 Independence Bowl. The Blazers were a 21.5-point underdog to 25th ranked Memphis, and they hadn't beaten Memphis since like 2019. Yeah, it had been a while, but the Blazers, they stepped up, they showed out, they got it done, and they are our Team of the Week. So how about that Embarrassment of the Week? Now, I normally don't call out specific players, but Carson Beck, he deserves it. We were told he was leading the true best team in the country. Some said it really wasn't that close. The Miami Hurricanes were tops, and no one else really had an argument. Now, we know that was not true, but it was still being said. And Carson Beck, he was the front runner for the Heisman. Georgia made a mistake letting him go, and he wasn't the problem at all in Athens. All those narratives, heavily damaged while losing on the road. Now, the loss itself, really not that bad. Field goal to a good Louisville team on the road. Not embarrassing in itself, but his performance was. 4 interceptions, no touchdowns, and the last INT at the Louisville 30 with 32 seconds left. And when asked about that last interception, he said his receiver ran the wrong route. Not exactly the position you want your field leader to take. Veteran quarterbacks that have seen as much as Beck should be passing the ball better and passing the buck less. Just embarrassing. Let's take a look at some game balls, shall we? Chris Bell, wide receiver Louisville, in the aforementioned 24-21 upset win over Miami. The Cards wideout had 9 receptions for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. I want to recognize the entire Alabama defense. More than one guy to be recognized. There were 3 sacks from Yazan Pierre, Xavier Brown, a 99-yard pick six along with 6 tackles. But in all, the Vols, who were averaging 48 points per game, were held to a season-low 20. The Tennessee offensive line that had given up 4 sacks all year gave up 4 in the one game to the Tide. And while there were some big runs given up, Bama held a Tennessee team that was averaging 210 yards per game on the ground to 142. All in all, probably the Tide's best defensive performance considering who they were up against. Gunnar Stockton of Georgia, 289 passing, 59 rushing, 5 total touchdowns in the Dogs' 43-35 victory over Ole Miss. Jai Gilmore, Georgia Tech, 11 tackles, half sack, 1.5 tackles for a loss. 2 passes defended for the junior defensive back as the Ramblin' Wreck remained undefeated with a 27-18 victory over Duke. There's Jordan Hudson of SMU, 7 receptions, 131 yards and a touchdown as the Mustangs won at Clemson 35-24. Taylor Wynn of Oklahoma, the sophomore defensive lineman, 4 tackles, 2 for loss, and an interception in the Sooners' 26-7 victory against South Carolina. Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker of Texas, 8 solo, 12 total tackles, a pass defended, and an interception in the Horns' 16-13 overtime win at Kentucky. Recognized Diago Pavia, Vanderbilt, 160 passing, 86 rushing, 3 total touchdowns, as the Commodores improved to 6-1 for the first time since 1950, defeating LSU 31-24. Byron Brown of South Florida, another huge game for the Bulls starting quarterback, 256 passing, 111 rushing, 4 total TDs in his team's 48-13 victory versus Florida Atlantic. And lastly, want to recognize Monty Quinn. Now, who is this guy? You might not have heard him before Saturday, but Quinn, a running back for Division III Curry College, set an NCAA record rushing for 522 yards and 7 touchdowns on just 20 carries in his team's 71-27 victory over Nichols. So that's my Team of the Week, Game of the Week, and my game balls. What did I miss? Who should I have added? Who should I have left out? Let me know in the comments, and have a great day. Thank you for watching Southern Sports Focus.